Hey guys, Forex here, hope you're all well. What you're looking at in front of you is the Sega Mega Drive 2 I repaired in my previous video. Yep, there's nothing wrong with it, it works perfectly fine. It's playing a bit of Streets of Rage 2. What I'm going to do in this video, and it's going to be a really quick video, is me installing a Switchless region mod to it. So yeah, give me 5 minutes to set up guys and we'll crack on with that. Okay, this is the Switchless board I'm going to be using. I actually designed this board. However, the code that is used on this board is 100% Seb's code. All I did was enable a high or low reset Mega Drive to be set before you install it. That just allows you to, like I mentioned, install it in a high reset Mega Drive or low reset Mega Drive. You can even put it in the Saturn as well. It just so it's one board fits them all instead of making separate boards for different consoles. But what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below to a video that explains this more, and it also tells you how to get them manufactured. So yeah, look in the description below if you want to know more about this board. Okay, I have the Mega Drive 2 board in front of me. Now, because the Mega Drive 2 board is different to the original Mega Drive board, i.e. there's no jumpers to solder to, what you have to do on the Mega Drive 2 is cut traces and tin traces and then solder to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep this board, and afterwards I'll come back and tell you what goes where and how. Okay, I'm all prepped. What I can do now is talk me through it. Now, the first thing you're going to need is power and ground. So this point here is ground. If we move past this capacitor at the bottom of this resistor, that's +5. So that's your power and ground. If you look just below it, you've got a trace that snakes all the way down here, and you'll notice it's connected to this point as well. Now what you need to do, this is very important, you need to cut after this connection here. You need to tin that, and that goes off to the chip. Now what that trace is the video mode. So if you send ground or +5 to that, you'll get 50 or 60 Hertz. Now if we move along, same again, I've cut this trace here and tinned it ready for a wire. If we follow that, that goes up into this chip as well. That is the language, so if we send ground or +5 to that, we get English or Japanese. Now if we move further down, again I've cut the trace again, just here, and I've tinned it ready for a wire. We follow that, that goes up into this chip again. That's the reset out, so when the console resets, it sends a reset pulse to this chip and resets the old console. Now we're also going to need a button input, and we get that from this trace here, sorry, this pad here, and that's it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get it all wired in, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Now okay, before I do anything, I've got to remove the old LED, because we're going to put our own one in there, a multicolored one that's going to tell us what region we're in and what video mode we're in. So the old LED has got to come out. Okay, as you can see, I've removed the old LED. Now I was just thinking where I'm going to put my Switchless board, and I think I'm just going to put it right on top of this chip here. So what I'll do is I'll get this all wired in, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm all wired in. I'll just go through the circuit and tell you what's what. If you look at the PCB, the Switchless PCB, the first thing you'll notice is the high or low reset is set to low. All Mega Drive 2s are low reset consoles. If we look to the left, we've got +5 and ground. That's my power. Just below that, the purple wire is the video, so 50 or 60 Hertz. If we move along, we've got the LED indicator to tell us what region we're in. Green is European, orange is US, and red is Japanese. And with it being a dual, it's basically green and red, but when they're both on, you get orange. So that's how you get the 3 colours. If we move along again, we've got the language. The blue wire is the language. So Japanese or English. We move along again, we've got the reset out. So this comes from the PIC chip and it goes here and it resets the console. And the yellow wire is the button in. So when you hold the button down, that's the signal that goes to the PIC chip to tell it to do its magic. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is get the lid back on this console and we can give it a test. Okay, I'm ready to give this system a test. So let's power on. And it started up in green, so it's European. And we can see it's power because we've got black borders. Now if I run the game Streets of Rage, the title screen should come up Streets of Rage. And it does Streets of Rage. So what I'm going to do now is reset the console into US, which is orange. That one. So if I let go, console resets, and as you can see, the borders have gone. So same again, if I stop Streets of Rage, the title screen should still come up Streets of Rage. And it does. So that's the US mode working. Now finally I'm gonna set it to Japanese. So if I hold it till we get to red, just there, let go, console resets. Now when I start Streets of Rage again, it should come up Bare Knuckle because that's the Japanese name for the game. And there you go, Bare Knuckle. So that's working great. What I want to test now is just the quick 50-60 Hz switching. So if I hold it until the light goes out, a quick press, you can see we've gone to 50 Hz. Now if I do the same again, hold it till the light goes out, let go, it switches back to 60 Hz. Okay, just a quick add-on. As you can see, I've widened the cartridge slot and made some new flaps. If you want to know how I did this, I have a couple of videos on YouTube showing you how to do this, and what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below. Now you may be asking, why do I widen the cartridge slot? Well, if you do that, it allows you to put US and Japanese games into this console, and combine that with the Switchless region mod, it pretty much play anything in. So what I'm going to do is put my Japanese version of Toki in there, which is Juju Dansatsu. I'll power on and we can play a little bit of Toki. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, guys, is leave you with a couple of images explaining the Switchless mod a little bit better, and I'm done here, guys. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.